happy. I've got so much good news, and I'm going to try to be brief because I don't want to lose anyone, but there's a lot to share, so I'll do my best. So this morning I woke up, found out that my mom and I both are COVID-free, and we had to be tested in order to be able to be in the facility, and we do not have COVID. So that was great news. We were able to just go straight to the hospital this morning and dive into the treatment plan. So first week off, we met with Dr. Ariel Perez, and he is the doctor that is the head of the program, and he created a specific program for me, and he's the one that I've spent the most time with on the phone leading to this point. He's amazing, but my mom had never met him or talked to him on the phone, and so it was great for her to be with me, and he took a lot of time with us and just made us feel really comfortable. He's super smart and super professional, but also just at the same time down to earth, and assured us that we would understand everything that we're doing throughout this whole thing. He also told me, like, look, you're the boss. If there's something that you don't feel comfortable with or something you don't want to do, you tell us and we don't do it. And I thought that was really refreshing, because I have not felt like the boss of me in over 8 months. Like, I have just, I don't know, I've just felt like I didn't have a voice, I guess. And so for him to say that right off the bat was just really, really encouraging. So after I met with him, we went and met with another doctor who looked at the blood work that was drawn, or the results of the blood work from yesterday. And he just told me some of the most encouraging stuff. Okay, so one, I'm not anemic anymore. Crazy. I've been anemic this entire time. Actually, before I was diagnosed, it was one of the few symptoms that I had. I was crazy anemic. And way before I ever got diagnosed, they started trying to treat the anemia, and I had to have an iron transfusion twice, and anyway, all these things leading up to my cancer diagnosis. And the entire time that I've had cancer, I've been anemic. I'm not anymore. What? And another thing that was cool is the liver enzymes and liver functioning in my body is totally in the normal range. And I had actually noticed on the last 2 blood draws that I had done that the enzymes looked normal to me. But no one brought it up, and it's so interesting because this entire time they've just been worried about my liver. It's like liver, like never even talked to me about my colon. But when I started to notice these liver enzymes being in the normal range, like no one talked to me about it, or no one was excited, or, you know. And so today, that's what he said. He was like, your blood work looks like you were a completely healthy person. If I hadn't seen your scans, or I didn't know you had cancer, I never, by looking at your blood work, would think that you were sick at all. And that was so great to hear. He also said that he felt like I had the liver of like a 20-year-old. And at first I was like, yes, that's awesome, a 20-year-old liver. Then I'm like, wait a minute, is that like a 20-year-old like at San Diego State? Like, is that the liver I want? Not sure, just kidding, but it was just really, really good news for him to look at what I look like on paper and to say, you know, you are very healthy. And he said, you know, that people that come here, they usually show up very ill and with a million things that they have to deal with first before they can even get to the real cancer treatment. So he was like, you know, this is really good. Like, you come in, you walk in the door, you're doing wonderful. We can just dive right in. So that was very refreshing. Then I met with a nutritionist, which I was so excited to do, because this entire time I've tried to make major lifestyle changes, and I have. But the amount, as all of you can imagine, of conflicting information is insane. And so, you know, from what I learned on Google, to my 2 functional medicine doctors, to my oncologist who says that nutrition doesn't matter at all, that I could eat 3 cheeseburgers a day, it's like, okay, so what do you do, right? So I've been doing like this vegetarian, vegan diet, no alcohol, very, very low sugar. But even within those parameters, it's like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. So I met with the nutritionist today, and she cleared it all up for me, and I'm so excited because I'm like, I know there's probably people that will disagree with her, but I don't care. Like, I'm doing what she says, and I got a plan. I got this plan that just details everything out that I'm supposed to do, and so I'm gonna stick with it. And I just really feel like in my head that, you know, this whole idea that may apply to most of the population, that, you know, everything in moderation, I don't think applies to me. I feel like I really have to leave here with this nutrition plan. They're gonna give me recipes and a specific way of eating every single day, and I think that's just what I have to do for the rest of my life. And, you know, you'll see me, you know, cruising around with just my little sack of food, because I'm gonna have to just be that dedicated, but that's fine, right? I get to live a long, healthy, fun life. So what? I have to bring my own food. That's just fine, right? I just gotta learn how to cook like these people do here, because they have got it down. It's such good food. So I've got stuff to learn, but I'm just so willing to do it because of the reward, right? So that was wonderful to hear. We left there with all of our meals in a paper bag, and I already had some of them, and they were fabulous. So they're just taking such good care of us, and all the precautions they're taking for COVID, and I don't mean just the hospital and the treatment center, but just the country. Like, Mexico's got it dialed. So we've just been so impressed. And it's funny because I've been coming down to Tijuana since I was very young, and I'm coming now, you know, as a 46-year-old with a totally different perspective, and it's just like, I don't know, things just come full circle, but now I'm seeing things through a different lens, and it's really cool. So I think that's all of my news today, but thanks so much for being with me. And this is getting too long, so I will close, but more tomorrow. Be safe, be well, and thanks again. Talk soon.